Phil Brady, the Negotiator. The Negotiator, Phil Brady.
Thank you, Mr. Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters and guests. A while back, I woke up one morning with chest pains. Here's a tip for you. When your dreams make your heart hurt, you've got a problem. And I did. I woke my lovely wife, Patty, who called 911. The paramedics came and got me. At the emergency room, they began to push drugs, connect wires, and ask questions. After about an hour, they shipped me down the hall to the chest pain clinic, where I was chest x-rayed, I was CAT scanned, I was cardiac ultrasound. Word about the chest pain clinic, not so much a happy place. In fact, everybody in there thinks they're dying. And then there's all the yelling and screaming, "Oh God, oh God." And that's just the doctors and the nurses. The patients are far worse. I recommend you avoid the chest pain clinic at all costs. It'll just take the energy right out. Oh. At one point, I fell asleep, and when I woke up, my chest hurt. The television was on Fox News. There was no remote. And I thought, this is a preview of what hell must be like. That's about all the hell one man can stand. They monitored me for about 16 hours and finally sent me home that evening with a follow-up appointment to a cardiologist. Now I have an additional pill in my daily pill regimen, which looks more and more like a handful of M&Ms. The bottom line, I was fine. Till I got a bill for $20,147.59. Let me repeat that. 59 cents. I don't keep that kind of cash on me. Do you carry that kind of cash around with you? I called the billing office and I said, I'd like to get an itemized bill. Oh, the woman said, meaning, oh, you're one of those. In fact, here's the bill. Look at the size of this thing. Looks like a phone book. I poured over this bill. I went over it in detail, highlighted the charges I wasn't sure about. Didn't understand them. Didn't really think they were mine. Called back to the billing office and I said, I need to come in. I need to talk to someone about this bill. I've got questions and I need answers. The woman was ready for me this time. She said, yes, sir. You're going to want to talk to Mr. Oliver Picklesheimer, our chief billing negotiator. Mr. Picklesheimer is skilled at hospital procedures and the charges associated. I said, fine. So we pinned an appointment. On the day of the appointment, I showed up early and was ushered into a small room with no windows. Presently, a man came in, introduced himself as Mr. Picklesheimer, and off we went. For 3 hours, we pored over all these questions I had. And for each and every item I had in question, Mr. Picklesheimer explained that the procedures, the laboratory tests, the supplies, the diagnostics were all necessary to diagnose and treat someone with my complaint. He further stated that everything that was done was necessary and that the fees were reasonable and customary for our area. And then he went on to further state that not only was he treating me with, they were treating me with great care, but they fulfilled the hospital's motto of we strive to give very good care. Hospital motto is we strive to give very good care. Not excellent care. Lord knows I can't afford that. I can't afford very good care. I wonder what so-so care would cost. Or better yet, find out what level of care would kill me and turn it up $5. That's the kind of care I could. We were on the last page of the bill, and Mr. Picklesheimer said, well, I guess that's it. I said, actually, Mr. Picklesheimer, if you'll turn back to page 7, there's one more charge on this, guys. I read it out loud for the full effect. 1 each aspirin, 320 milligrams buffered. He said, yes, Mr. Brady. When you came into the emergency room, they liked to pop an aspirin under your tongue, let that aspirin dissolve. That aspirin thinned your blood. That aspirin slightly dilated your blood vessels. In fact, as much as anything they did for you, that aspirin probably saved your life. I said, well, don't think I don't appreciate that. But did you see what they charged me for an aspirin? $20 for an aspirin? Mr. Picklesheimer leaped out of his seat and said, Mr. Brady, we have sat here for 3 hours and I have discussed this bill and your questions with you in detail. We've poured over all the charges. I've watched you drink 3 enormous cups of coffee and you've never left the room. In addition to your heart, frankly, I'm concerned about your kidney function. Do you really want to stand here and argue about $20 for an aspirin? I said, no, sir. I do not. And if you can look me in the eye and tell me that the value of that aspirin is $20, I'm prepared to settle the bill right now. Do you know he looked me in the eye and said, Mr. Brady, the value of that aspirin is $20. I said, fine. And then I said, Mr. Picklesheimer, this is an 1,100 count bottle of 320 milligram buffered aspirin, valued by your own admission at $22,000. I only owe you a little over $20,000. But please, keep the change. Mr. Contest.
Timer, if you could set timer. Timer. Timer!
He does.
Chris, you set 1 minute.
Yes.
Chris needs a pen. Does anyone have an extra pen?
I got it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.